Hello, students. How are you all? Here I am, your friend, your mentor, your coach, CA Rohit Grover. So, first of all, I'm very happy. I'm very glad to announce that we are coming up with a new venture under the name or under the banner called Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, a quest for excellence. Yes, and this particular venture is exclusively, again repeating, exclusively meant for CA Foundation students, CS Foundation students, and CMA Foundation students. Yeah, you heard it correct. We are coming up with the exclusive venture in the name of Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, a quest for excellence, only dedicated to CA Foundation students, CMA Foundation students, and CS Foundation students. Yes, you heard me correct. So this particular brand is only dedicated to the foundation students of all the three professional courses like CA, CS, and CMA. So let me give you my brief introduction first. After that, I will tell you what is the surprise for you all, right? So myself, CA Rohit Grover, I'm a qualified chartered accountant. I qualified in the year 2013. I'm all India rank holder during my IPCC level. I'm all India rank holder during my final level with 5 exemptions. I'm all India 19 rank holder in my CA final level. And it's been more than 7 years that I'm into the teaching profession, taught more than 12,000 students at intermediate IPC level, teaching them the subjects called law, teaching them the subjects of auditing and strategic management. Since last 7 years, I have crossed more than 12,000 students at the intermediate IPC level, and I am now also a faculty of CA final auditing subject. Yes, I am also a faculty of CA final auditing subject, and recently I thought that I should also serve the CA foundation students. So yes, I am coming up with a surprise batch. I am coming up with the surprise element for the CA foundation, CS foundation, and CMA foundation students, an exclusive banner called Institute of Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, only meant for foundation classes, dedicated faculty team for the foundation classes. Yes, so we are going to have virtual online based classes, your home based classes. So no more venues, no more places where you have to rush up. The venue for these classes, yes, is your home. The venue for these classes is your home, and being at your home, you just have to lend your patient ears to us, and we will borrow it, and we will try our level best to give you the best output via these classes. So these classes are going to be live interactive classes. Instead of face-to-face classes, you are going to have a live interaction with the face of the faculty, with the study material, with the handwritten notes material live. So you will not feel like you are not in an institute. It is just that 3 Ds are required. Dedication, discipline is required. What is required? Dedication, discipline is required. Dedication and discipline will give you a direction to reach your destination. These are the 4 Ds which are going to be required for these particular classes. What are required? Your dedication is required, your discipline is required, so that you can get a direction to reach your what? Destination. So we will try our 200% efforts. We will put our 200% efforts to make you par and to take you to the next level called CA Intermediate and CA IPC level. Are you getting the point? So I am got a very good love and affection and very good response from the intermediate level and at the final level for my classes at YouTube platform. First of all, if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, do subscribe it for the latest updates and notification. Don't forget to press the bell icon, because there only you will get the notifications, right? So let me just come up to the subject again. So here I am introducing the CA foundation classes, CS foundation classes, and CMA foundation classes exclusively. So today I'm only going to talk about the CA foundation classes, what subjects I'm teaching, which subjects I'm going to take at foundation level, and how we are going to proceed towards the subject. And today I will give you the introduction of law subject. Yes, today I will give you the introduction of law subject, because I want to give you the introduction in such a manner manner कि when we'll start up with the classes, you should not treat this subject as an alien subject. I hope everyone is agreeing with me. So yes, without wasting the time, let me introduce you again to our new venture, Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, a quest for excellence. Under that banner, the first set of classes which are going to conduct from the 16th of August. Yes, from the 16th of August at a nominal price of only 8,000 for all the subjects. Only 8,000 for all the subjects. Practically telling you, in the market, whatever the price is going on, whatever the prices they are charging, but we are not behind the price, we are not behind the money, we are behind the quality. We are behind the quality, perfection, and the best output. That's it. So it's only 8,000 rupees of investment what you need to do, and with that 8,000 rupees of investment, being at your home, at your comfort level, all the materials will be sent to you. Are you getting the point? All the class notes will be sent to you, and 24/7 faculty help will be there to you. Dedicated WhatsApp number, dedicated Telegram group has been created, which will be delivered to you once you get registered for us. And remember one thing, for the classes, pre-registration is compulsory, but the big news is no money you have to pay. You just have to attend the first 3 demos, and if you like our 3 demo lectures, after that only we'll ask you pay the money. And we are very flexible when it comes to the payments also, because we all know that due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, we are obviously you are and we both are, you know, getting setback in our financial market, in our financial. So we are very flexible when it comes to the payment. So regarding the payments and all, we'll be having a dedicated, regarding the registration, we'll be having a dedicated video on that. So without wasting the time, let me introduce to the what subjects I'm going to teach you along with my colleague subjects. So their videos are also I'm going to upload on my YouTube channel. So this is what the brief introduction of relating to my new venture. So without wasting our time, I welcome you all, myself CA Rohit Grover. So let's proceed with the journey of CA foundation classes and which subjects I am going to take. So first of all, at the CA foundation level, at CA foundation level, I'm going to take one full subject, that is your paper number 2. I'm going to take one full subject, that is your paper number 2. What is the name of the paper? Business Laws. And the name of the paper is Business Laws and Business Correspondence and Reporting. Business Correspondence and Reporting. So I'll be taking care of your paper number 2, Business Laws and Business Correspondence and Reporting. That is a full-fledged paper number 2 of 100 marks. I'm going to take care of your 100 marks of paper number 2. Along with that, from the paper number 4. So what is a paper number 4? Economics and Business and Commercial Knowledge. Economics and Business and Commercial Knowledge. So from this particular subject called paper number 4, I'll be taking care of your BCK. What is BCK? Business and Commercial Knowledge. Business and Commercial Knowledge I'm going to take from the paper number 4, and 100 marks full paper, paper number 2, Business Laws and Business Correspondence and Reporting, I'm going to take care of. Sir, what about the economics? Economics will be taken up by my colleague called CA Maninder Singh. He is going to take the economics, and remaining BCK part I'll be taking care of that. So for Maninder Singh sir also, we'll be having a very interactive video, and I will try my level best to introduce you to the classes, and I will also upload his introductory classes on my YouTube channel. So do subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed it, like it, share it to the maximum who are the needy people. We are going to give it as a gift to those people, those students who are affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, financial situations, financial setbacks. So yes, you heard us very correct. We are going to give these classes at a very nominal rate with the flexible payment options. Are you getting the point or not? So your investment, I am not asking any advance payment. First 3 lectures of 3 days will be completely a demo lectures. You feel like attending, you're attending. If you don't feel like attending, don't pay. go for the best option. Are you getting the point? So we will try our level best to give you the best option under the banner called Excellence Institute of Professional Studies. So as I told you, I'm going to take your paper number 2, which is business laws and business correspondence and reporting, BCK and BCR plus business laws. So approximately 140 marks of portion I'm going to take care of yours. 100 marks for the CA Foundation paper number 2 and 40 marks from the paper number 4, that is called business and commercial knowledge. So today's video is not on the total paper number 2. So let me tell you one thing. Today I'm going to give you the introduction of paper number 2 only about business laws. Only about business law. So what is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video is I will make sure that by dedicating some half an hour or 45 minutes of this video, I would like to ensure that every one of you, when you will come and join the classes, you should not be having any alien question inside you. You should not be feeling this subject as an alien subject, because before coming to the classes only, you will be all comfortable with what we are going to do. As I already told you, dedication, discipline, that is your responsibility. Dedication and discipline, that is your responsibility. It will help you in getting your direction towards your destination. And what is your destination? Your destination is CA IPC Inter, CA Intermediate, as soon as possible. So we will remove this word called attempt from your life. We will insert the word called exam. So this is going to be a first and last exam which you are going to give in November examination, right or not? So for the examination schedule, I have already uploaded one video for the CA Foundation examination schedule on my channel. So do subscribe my channel if you really want to get benefited with the updates and notifications, right? So in this particular video, I'm only going to give you the introduction about the business laws. Yes, you heard me correct. Only about the business laws, right? So without wasting the time, let me take you on a tour towards your subject called business law. So sir, what about the business correspondence and reporting? That will be next video dedicated only to the BCK and BCR. So in the next video, I'll dedicate everything relating to BCK and BCR. So in this particular video, we are only going to talk about business laws, right? So let me take it to the tour. So who is our temple? ICAI. ICAI is our temple. So I thought that let me take you to the tour towards this subject from the ICAI source only. So as per the ICAI syllabus, you have total 5 units. You have total 5 chapters in your business law. So what is the 5 chapters, sir? Let me take you to the tour. What are the 5 chapters you have? Chapter number 1, you have Indian Contract Act. What is the chapter number 1? Indian Contract Act 1872. Sir, the same chapter is also there in your intermediate level. It is also there in your intermediate level, but from the intermediate level, some special contracts are there in your examination. So all the general contracts, which contracts? General contracts we are going to cover in foundation level. Are you getting the point? So the first chapter which I'm going to take you to the in the business laws is Indian Contract Act. Sir, what we are going to learn in the Indian Contract Act, we'll understand the nature of the contracts. What do you mean by void contract? What do you mean by express contract? What do you mean by implied contract? What do you mean by voidable contract? So we will first dedicate our unit to the nature of contract. Sir, after the nature of contract, we will dedicate ourselves towards the consideration. Sir, what do you mean by consideration? When the two parties are coming into contact with each other, when they are two making the contract with each other, one is an offerer and one is an acceptor. So when the offerer is making an offer and acceptor is accepting an offer, there must be an involvement of consideration. Are you getting the point? So I am buying goods from Mr. Maninder sir. I am buying goods from CA Maninder Singh sir. So obviously when I am buying the goods, do I have to pay the consideration in return or not? So that is what we are going to understand in the chapter number 2. Yes, I am only going to give you the brief introduction so that when we are going to start these units and chapters, it should not look alien to you. So nature of contracts we are going to understand, followed by that consideration chapter we are going to understand. Next point. Other essential elements of the contract we'll understand. We are going to understand the principles. We are going to understand the foundations on the basis of which a contract is based. When two persons come in contact with each other, when they make a contract with each other, what are those essential features they should know while making a contract with each other? There should be an offer, there should be an acceptance, the party must be capacitated to enter into a contract, there should be a free consent, there should not be any social obligation. All those essential features of the contract we are going to understand in unit number 3. So, next point, unit number 4. Now, when the contract is delivered, when the contract is performed by me and by the other party, when the contract is performed by me and by the other parties, that is called performance of contract. That is called performance of the contract. I promised something, other party also promised something, we both have fulfilled our promise, performed our promise. So what are the provisions relating to performance of the contract? That we'll understand in unit number 4. Next point, breach of contract and its remedies. If any of the two parties, among any of the two parties, if one of the party violates, one of the party does not perform, one of the party breaches the contract, अगर एक पार्टी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अच्छे से फुलफिल नहीं करता तो उस टाइम पे उसको क्या पेनल्टीज है, उसके क्या रेमेडीज है, ऑल दोज थिंग्स वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड इन दिस यूनिट नंबर 5. तो वायलेशन का मतलब होता है ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, व्हेन एनी ऑफ द पार्टी इज नॉट फुलफिलिंग देयर पार्ट, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड in here. Next one we'll understand contingent and quasi contracts. Sir, contingent का मतलब क्या होता है? Contingent contracts are those contracts which are based on an event which either may happen, may not happen. Which either may happen, may not happen. So say for example, suppose 2015 is going on, right or not? So I will tell to my friend that I will give you my bike for a ride for one full day. I will give you my bike for a ride for one full day. Am I offering my bike for the one day full ride or not? I will give you my bike for the one full day for a free of cost ride. For the free of cost ride, if India will win the World Cup. If India will win the World Cup, I will give you my bike for one day. If India will win the World Cup, I will give you my bike for one day. Are you getting the point or not? This is what I am telling to my friend. Now, is it necessary that India will win the World Cup? No, India may win, India may not win. So when the India will win, then only my bike will be given. If the India will not win, then I need not give my bike. So that is called contingent contract. It is based on an event which may happen, may not happen. Certain or uncertain? Uncertain. And quasi contracts are those contracts which we are not entering under the operation of law, which we are not entering intentionally, but yes, they are being termed as a contract by the operation of law. Are you getting the point? So say for example, if I found someone's article, suppose someone is going on a road and I found his diamond ring. I found his or her diamond ring. I kept it in my pocket. Am I the true owner? No, I'm not the true owner. What is my responsibility? Being the founder of the lost goods, being the finder of the lost goods, it is my responsibility to search out for the true owner. So I have to take the responsibility of that particular found goods in my pocket. I have to keep it as a deemed owner and I have to search for a true owner. So even though there was no contract between me and that party who lost his ring, but still I have to keep it in a safe custody. So that is called quasi contracts. That are called quasi contracts. So yes, I gave you the introduction of our chapter number 1, which is going to be what? Indian Contract Act 1872. Sir, is it completed? No. The remaining part which I have not told is waiting for you in CA intermediate level. Okay, so we are definitely going to make it as your last examination so that easily you can reach us to at intermediate level, right? Now, second chapter which is there in your portion is relating to Sale of Goods Act 1930. What is the name of the chapter? Sale of Goods Act 1930. Right or not? So what we are going to learn in the Sale of Goods Act 1930, we are going to understand how the contract of sale is being formed. How the contract of sale is being formed. So I'm just giving you the brief introduction. Try to understand. When we'll do these chapters, we are going to go in a very detailed manner. How the contract of sale will be formed, what do you mean by conditions and what do you mean by warranties, and the difference between conditions and warranties. That is what we are going to understand in the unit number 2. In the unit number 3, we will understand transfer of ownership and delivery of the goods. Transfer of ownership. So when I'm selling the goods to another person, am I going to transfer the goods or not? Am I going to deliver the goods or not? So transfer of ownership and possession of the goods or delivery of the goods, that we are going to understand in unit number 3. Very easy syllabus, sir. I will teach you law with the logic. Yes, I will teach you law with the logic. Are you getting the point or not? I will teach you the law with the logic. So what are the logics behind each and every provision? I will make you understand the intention of the lawmaker. With what intention the lawmaker was sitting when he was drafting these laws. So until unless we don't go deep into the knowledge, we will never be able to retain that particular topic, right? Then I will also tell you the unit number 4, which is known as unpaid seller. So these are the 4 units we have to understand under the Contract of Goods Act 19 and 13. So what is the first one? The Indian Contract Act 1872. And what is the second one? The Sale of Goods Act 1930. Then the third chapter what we have is the Indian Partnership Act 1932. The name of the chapter is Indian Partnership Act 1932. Sir, what we are going to understand in this one? First of all, tell me, what do you mean by sole proprietor? A single person running the business is known as sole proprietor. Like your father or mother might be operating a shop or a restaurant single-handedly without any person's intervention. That is called what? Sole proprietorship. When the minimum 2 persons have joined the hands together to run a business for a profit motive, that is known as partnership. So what are the rules and regulations under the Partnership Act 1932 that we are going to understand in this particular chapter? So what are those things we are going to understand? General nature of partnership we will understand. What is partnership? What are the features of partnership? How it is different from other organizations? We'll understand relations of the partners. What are the relations among the partners? When you become a partner in a partnership firm, what your duties are, what your rights are, what your obligations are, that we are going to understand in unit number 2. In the unit number 3, we will understand registration and dissolution of firm. How do we make a partnership firm? How do we register a partnership firm? And how do we dissolve a partnership firm? So when we no more want to continue, then how do we dissolve it and how do we make it, right? And these are the only 3 units which are there in your Indian Partnership Act. So you can see that in the Indian Contract Act, you had 6 units. In the Indian Contract Act, you had 6 units. Under the Sale of Goods Act 1930, you have 4 units. And under the Indian Partnership Act 1932, you have the 3 units only. So what are the 3 chapters we have discussed? We have discussed the chapter number 1, that is known as the Indian Contract Act 1872. Discuss the chapter number 2, that is known as the Sale of Goods Act 1930. Discuss the chapter number 3, that is known as the Indian Partnership Act 1932. And now we are going to discuss in detail the chapter number 4. What is the chapter number 4? The Limited Liability Partnership. Sir, what do you mean by limited liability partnership? Let us understand what do you understand by limited liability partnership. First of all, to understand, the name of the act is known as Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. What is the name of the chapter? Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. Let me first give you the introduction ki how limited liability partnership came into existence. Now see, you all know that there are one form of things called company. One form of business is known as company. Are you getting the point? In the company, there can be a public company, there can be a private company. Like Reliance India Limited is a public company. Rohit Grover Private Limited is a private company. So when we talk about the company, we are getting covered under Companies Act. So Companies Act is having its own rules and regulations, right or not? So this is Companies Act. Remember, this is which act? Companies Act, right? Now this is Partnership Act. This is a which act? Partnership Act. As you know, our chapter number 3 is what? The Indian Partnership Act 1932. When these 2 acts are going to join together, they gave a birth to one child. That child is known as Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. So Limited Liability Partnership is a child of Indian Partnership Act 1932 and Companies Act 2013. So Companies Act 2013 and Indian Partnership Act 1932 put together gave a birth to a new chapter, gave a birth to the new act. What is the name of the act? The Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. Are you getting the point? So limited liability is the feature of a company where the members' liability is always limited. Limited liability is a feature of the members. Limited liability is a feature of the company where the members' liability is limited, whereas in the partnership firm, partners' liability is unlimited. So limited liability word has been taken from the Companies Act and the word partnership has been taken from the Partnership Act. So when the Companies Act and Partnership Act joined the hands together, they gave a birth to a new act called Limited Liability Act 2008. Are you getting the point or not? बोल राधा बोल संगम होगा या नहीं? यस, तो इंडियन पार्टनरशिप एक्ट का संगम किसके साथ हुआ? उनका संगम हुआ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट के साथ. एंड यस, फाइनली दे गिव अ बर्थ टू अ चाइल्ड. व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ दैट चाइल्ड? लिमिटेड लायबिलिटी पार्टनरशिप एक्ट 2008. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड द इंट्रोडक्शन. यस सर. सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड in this particular chapter. So let me give you the whole chapter overview. We are going to understand introduction. What is limited liability partnership? Then we'll understand how to make incorporation, how to incorporate a limited liability partnership. Then we'll understand the partners and their relations. Those who are going to be the partners in the limited liability partnership, what are the relations among them? What are their rights and obligations among them? So it is a mix of both Companies Act and it is a mix of both Partnership Act. Then we'll understand what are the financial disclosures they have to make in their financial statements, right? So that we'll understand in the Limited Liability Partnership Act. Then winding up and dissolution of LLP. We'll understand how to wind up an LLP, how to dissolve an LLP, then difference of LLP from the other organization, how LLP is different from other organizations. Differences with the other forms of organization means what? We'll compare LLP with the partnership, we'll compare LLP with the sole proprietor, we'll compare LLP with the company organization. So how we'll come to know? These are the various topics we have to understand, and then we'll understand under the partners and their relationship. We are going to understand three more concepts: meaning and the concept, advantages and characteristics of LLP. All these are the various topics which you have to understand. So again, repeating the topics: introduction will understand, incorporation will understand, partners will understand, financial disclosures will understand, winding up will understand, and difference with the other organization will understand. So this is what the total Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008 in your portion. So what are the four acts we have in our business laws? Sir, Indian Contract Act 1872, the Sale of Goods Act 1930, the Indian Partnership Act 1932, and the Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. So total 5 are there, 4 I gave you the introduction. Sir, after LLP Act 2008, now tell me, who are the father and mother of LLP? Who are the father and mother of LLP? Father is Companies Act and mother is Partnership Act. So Partnership Act we discussed, child, LLP Act also we discussed. Now it's time to discuss what? Father. So who is our fifth topic? Which is our fifth topic? The fifth topic is going to be Companies Act 2013. So let me give you some thing what you need to know. Understand one thing. Same Companies Act is there in your intermediate level also. First of all, let me tell you one thing. In Companies Act, total 470 sections are there. How many sections? 470 sections are there. Now, section number 1 to section number 148 are in your inter level. At which level? That is your next level, intermediate level. And section number 149 to 470 are waiting for you in CA final. Sir, 1 to 148, we are going to do it in inter level. Are you getting the point? And 149 to 470 sections, we are going to do in final level. Then what we are going to do in foundation level? That is a question coming to your mind. What we are going to do in the foundation level? So what we are going to do in the foundation level is only the introduction of the Companies Act 2013, so that at the intermediate level, which is your next level, you should not feel it as an alien topic to you. You have already read Companies Act 2013 in intermediate, in foundation level to the extent of introduction. So we will be in a position to understand it in a better way or in a more explained way when it comes to CA intermediate and CA final level. So foundation means what? They are going to lay some foundation for you Like Indian Contract Act, we are doing it in foundation as well as we are going to do it in intermediate level. Same is the case with the Companies Act. We are going to do it in foundation, some introduction chapters, and again we are going to do those chapters and other provisions up to section number 148 we are going to cover in intermediate level. So what are the things we are going to understand in companies level? In the companies chapter, we are going to understand majorly these 4 topics. So what are the 4 topics? What do you mean by company? Introduction chapter. What do you mean by company? What are the features of the company? And along with that, we'll understand what do you mean by corporate wheel of the company. Highly important topic. I will not discuss this right now because anyways we have to discuss this in our classes, regular classes. So again I'm telling you, our classes are going to start from 16th August 2020. It's a batch of 45 to 50 days. It's a batch of 45 to 50 days with an investment of only 8,000 rupees. With an investment of only 8,000 rupees. So who are in our team? I'll be taking care of business laws, BCK and BCR, CA Rohit Grover. I'll be taking care of these subjects. Economics, accountancy and will be taken care of by CA Maninder Singh, and mathematics, statistics and logical reasoning will be taken care of by Mr. Akshay Reddy. He is a CS, he is a company secretary, he is also highly professional in his subject. So don't worry at all. As I told you, you need not pay anything on the day 1. 3 days demo lectures are going to be there for all the subjects. You first understand the subject. If you feel like this particular subject, you have an option of taking individual subjects also. Individual subjects are going to be 3,000 each. And total, if you are taking total foundation classes, they are going to be 8,000 only. So you are going to get 1,000 rupees discount from each and every subject. So if you are comfortable, you can take the individual subjects also. If you are comfortable, you can take the full 8,000 foundation classes also. So regarding the Akshay Reddy sir's introduction class and regarding the Maninder sir's introduction class, we are going to upload it on our YouTube. So Maninder sir is also having his own YouTube channel. So we will upload all the classes relating to foundation, and we want to give it as a gift to all the students. So we will try our level best that more than 50% of the classes we are going to upload on our YouTube channel also. Yes, you heard us correct. More than 50% of the classes free of cost we are going to upload on our YouTube channel. We will try our level best. That's not a promise. We will try our level best to upload it on our YouTube channel also. So let me come back to the subject again. So we're going to understand what do you mean by company, and we are also going to understand what do you mean by corporate wheel. So that I will tell you when we'll understand the topic, what do you mean by corporate. Then we'll understand what are the different types of companies. We have what are the Companies Act. We have public company, private company, holding company, subsidiary company, one-person company, small company, associate company, finance company, government company, non-government company, company limited by shares, like that. 23 to 24 classifications of companies I have to tell you at the foundation level. Then we have the registration and incorporation of the company. How do we form a company? What is the process of registering the company? How do we make a company? How do we incorporate a company? All those provisions, all those forms, all those procedures and processes we are going to discuss. And then what do you mean by MOA and AOA? MOA and AOA stands for Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. So what do you mean by Memorandum of Association and Article of Association? They both are brother and sister. So that we'll understand in our chapter number 5 called what? Companies Act 2013. I hope I justified you the introduction of our subject via this particular video. So let me take you to the tour now. So total in the business laws. Total in the business laws, we have, total in the B law, we have 5 chapters. How many chapters? 5 chapters. Name the chapters if you remember. Indian Contract Act 1872. Second one, Sale of Goods Act 1930. Third one, Indian Partnership Act 1932. Fourth one, LLP Act, Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. And the fifth one is Companies Act 2013. So this is what your 60 marks of business laws is divided into, particularly 5 topics. So I hope this particular video was very helpful to you. So again, I welcome you all to the dedicated venture, online live interactive HD quality classes, venue being at your home under the banner of Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, a quest for excellence. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please shower your love and affection on this video, and make sure that don't forget to like the video, share the video with your friends, those who are looking for the very best classes in the industry with the best study material, with the best class notes, and 24/7, yes, 24/7 faculty help, 24/7 faculty help. Very friendly faculties are going to be there, and investment of only 8,000, starting the classes on 16 August 2020. So we are waiting for you to register. So we will be very much in the next video, I'll be sharing you all the details of the Telegram group and the details of the WhatsApp group and the payment details and the demo lectures, how it is going to be there. The total structure of the classes for the CA Foundation will be sent to you, and then again we'll come up with the CS Foundation classes also, CMA Foundation classes also in the very few days in the coming up. We are planning for that one also. So thank you so much for watching this video. So do subscribe this channel if you have not, and do press the bell icon for the updates and notifications on the CA Foundation classes. So don't forget Excellence Institute of Professional Studies, right? So given are the below numbers, so there you can call and register yourself. So remember one thing, for the registration, no charges, it's completely free registration. You just have to quote your name, your mobile number, subjects you are opting. Name, mobile number, subjects you are opting, and on this WhatsApp you can see the number 8639 499 216 is my personal WhatsApp number. So you can send your queries over there, you can register over there by hitting the like button and share button. Please shower your love and affection on our videos. So thank you so much. I will come up in the next video with the introduction on our BCK and BCS subjects, and with the other faculties introducing their respective subjects. So thank you so much. Thanks for lending your patient ears, and I will borrow it again in the next video. So thanks for listening me patiently. Thank you so much. See you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.